repeat that feat or even do better. We're here at the Malcom Park Beach Soccer Facility in Nassau, Bahamas. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's getting cooler. Rain, 14% chance, and there's still a lovely breeze across the stadium. This is how the bracket looks. El Salvador, yeah, they come up against Guatemala, quarterfinal 2, the winner to play the United States, who defeated Costa Rica by 5-4 in quarterfinal 1. Panama will do battle against the host Bahamas, and Mexico will come up against the Soca Warriors, Trinidad and Tobago, in the 3rd and 4th quarterfinal respectively. All teams playing for 2 spots. The 2 finalists will qualify for the FIFA Soccer World Cup in the United Arab Emirates in November of 2023. Still lovely scenes here as we look at the Nassau Harbour and the Sydney Poitiers Bridge, which crosses it and leads over to the lovely Paradise Island. The Guatemalan fans are in. They have a tough match against the highest scoring team in the group stages and defending champions El Salvador. 27 goals the defending champions have scored, with wins over the Turks and Caicos Islands, Guadeloupe and Costa Rica, 10-3, 10-1 and 7-1 respectively in Group A. Guatemala, they qualified as the best 3rd place team. They had 2 losses and 1 victory, the most important one coming at the end, that 3-2 win against Belize, after defeats to Mexico and the Bahamas, where they lost 6-2 to the Baja Boys. Can Guatemala bring a better performance today against this high-flying El Salvador team?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the teams of El Salvador and Guatemala to today's 2023 Please stand for the national anthem of El Salvador, followed by the national anthem of Guatemala. Well done. Here are your starting lineups for today's game. El Salvador, number 12. Elinor Portillo. Number
Guatemala,
28, Ramos.
third place team in 2021, take on the defending champions El Salvador, two-time champions of this tournament and defending champions as well. Their other title came in 2009. 9 times they have attended this tournament, El Salvador. Guatemala making their 6th appearance.
And your starting lineup here for Guatemala. Number 1, Anderson Crespo. Number 2,
Both teams posing for their team pictures. And this is how El Salvador will start out. Eliodoro Portillo, their captain. Herbert Ramos, Exxon Perdomo, who has scored 7 goals in the tournament, and Jason Urbina, who is the second highest leading goal scorer in the tournament. Elmer Robles completes the starting lineup, and Urbina with 8 goals, the second highest goal scorer behind Calero. The officials: Jair Robles from Mexico, Juan Andres Angeles from the Dominican Republic, and Erlis Bermudez from Cuba. The timekeeper, Simon Estrada from Mexico. Pablo Rodriguez, the coach of Guatemala. Anderson Crespo, Juan Flores, Wilson Gonzalez, their captain, Jose Gonzalez, and Miguel Gonzalez, the starting lineup. 3 Gonzalezes in the starting lineup for Guatemala. Juan Flores has 2 goals so far in the tournament, and so does Miguel Gonzalez, their number 9, and probably their most dangerous player going forward for Guatemala. Both these countries, neighbors in Central America. Their official language, Spanish. Guatemala with a population of over 17 million. And yeah, apart from Mexico, the most populated country in that area in Central America, El Salvador, with a population of just over 6 million. The winner of this to play the United States in semi-final 1. Here we go. The first period of 3. El Salvador in their blue, full blue outfit. Like a sea blue with a navy shorts. Guatemala in a full white kit with light blue trim. Three periods of 12 minutes with a 3-minute interval between. If they're all square after those 3 periods, it will be 3 minutes extra time, and if needed, penalties. That's the first strike, just wide of the upright. Here go Guatemala. A strike from Wilson Gonzalez, the captain. Charlton has the first goal. Wow, just like that. Anderson Crespo is beaten. And Bernie And yeah, wow, Herbert Ramos with his third of the tournament, just inside of the near post. And the defending champions off right away. That was a top strike. Crespo obviously beaten for the pace, yeah. Not able to stretch out enough here, Anderson Crespo, who's been preferred to Henrik Cordova. And that's a 28th goal in the tournament for El Salvador. "38 goals, only 5 conceded." Coming forward again, there's a deflection. And there's an awkward bounce off the sand that gives Crespo problems. And it's out for a corner. With Guatemala, the best third place team out of the qualifiers, out of the group stages. And El Salvador, the most impressive team coming out of the same group stages. Here go Guatemala again, Flores. Luis Gonzalez, the head coach of El Salvador. Very deep unit. 7 goal scorers they have put together in the tournament thus far. And now a chance for Guatemala, and that's a weak finish from Miguel Gonzalez, who you don't usually associate weak with him. He has a very talented right foot. There's Miguel Gonzalez. There's a strike as well from him. This one was a better kick, but still off target from the Guatemalan number 9. Looking for his 3rd goal. Chance. Well saved by Crespo. Exxon Perdomo. El Salvador boasts 2 of the top 3 scorers in the tournament. Perdomo with 7, and that man Jason Urbina with 8. Oh, good defending by Gonzalez. Chance again off the crossbar. He's already scored once, Herbert Ramos, today, and he was inches away from a second. Unlimited substitutions allowed in B soccer as well. Each bench consists of 7 substitutes. And once you use the substitution zone, players are allowed to come off and go on in an unlimited manner. Salvador on the attack yet again. Well blocked. Crespo, not the strongest hand, but he kept it out. Guatemala, not the best goal scoring tournament for them, just 7 goals they have scored so far. It has not been easy for them. Just 1 win from their 3 matches. So this a tough proposition, but anything can happen in a knockout game. El Salvador with the majority of the possession. And that was a wayward pass from Oscar Cruz. Chance now, and that should have been finished. That was a lovely chance for Francisco Velasquez, who's already scored 5 in the tournament. And he's definitely disappointed by that finish. It wasn't even close in the end. Free kick, El Salvador. Surprisingly, that even though these teams have had so many appearances in the soccer championships over the years, it's the first time that they have actually met. El Salvador's 9th appearance, Guatemala's 6th, but yet they have never met before in the tournament. Perdomo! Oh, wow! Well, Anderson Crespo got a hand to it, but he certainly couldn't keep it out. Exxon Perdomo, 8 on the tournament for El Salvador's number 5. And the defending champions are 2-0 up. What a strike with the right boot. Exquisite technique. Just how he locked his ankle behind that. Pure strike with the outside of the right boot into the top corner, and Crespo no chance. We now have 160 goals on the tournament. 149 in the group stages, and we've now seen 11 in the knockout stages. USA defeated Costa Rica by 5-4 in quarterfinal 1. They are winner of this one. Good defending by Oscar Cruz. And Pablo Croca has come on to the sand for Guatemala. They're number 10. Strike from outside. And a quick release as well from Portillo. Portillo gets it back. Portillo from distance, it's well wide. El Salvador lead their northwestern neighbors, Guatemala, by 2-0. And we have just about 2.5 minutes left in the first period. Velasquez, and Crespo does well. Flores. Guatemala doing better with the possession now than at the start. Looking a little bit more organized. Flores back to his keeper, Crespo. And well, commentators curse Crespo with a misplaced pass, and it's a throw now to El Salvador. Strike is blocked. First period winding down. El Salvador more or less in cruise control. 2-0. And it's been reasonably easy for them. Now there's a chance. Could this be the first goal? Good block on the line. And maybe a little bit too easy for their coach's own liking. That was Robles with the block. Here he is, Elmer Robles. There is a whistle. Foul from Elvina. Anderson Crespo will have a kick. Just 14 seconds left in the first period. And that kick is high. Overhead kick is timed well. And that's the end of the first period. The defending champions lead Guatemala by 2-0. Goals from Herber Ramos and Exxon Perdomo for El Salvador. Work for Guatemala to do if they have any ambitions of getting through to the semifinals of the tournament. After 12 minutes, El Salvador 2, Guatemala 0. Defending champions in blue. The best third place team from the group stages in full white with blue trim, and El Salvador on the attack right away. And then this strike to open up their account in the quarterfinals. Herber Ramos from distance with the right boot, no chance. Anderson Crespo. They continue to come forward. An overhead kick from Exxon Perdomo brought out the best in Anderson Crespo. And they just kept on coming forward, striking the woodwork as well, were the defending champions. And then Perdomo from distance, too hot to handle for Anderson Crespo. They double their lead, 2-0 after 12 minutes, El Salvador. It's the third time that these championships are being hosted in the Nassau in the Bahamas. Guatemala with the kickoff. 2013, 2017, and 2023. And the weather has been magnificent. The occasion, great. And these teams have been fierce competitors, but have certainly enjoyed themselves as well. We have a whistle on the play. Edwin Lopez in some pain. Goal so far from Herbert Ramos and Exxon Perdomo. The difference for the defending champions. Picking up a hand, I think, in the face. Looks as if he'll be okay. Lopez. El Salvador have made a goalkeeping change as well. Nahira, Eric Nahira has come on for their captain, Elodoro Portillo. Nahira, one of those goalkeepers that loves to come all the way to the center flags. The officials are always busy making sure that he doesn't cross it. Here he goes again. Well, now there's a free kick to Guatemala. Taking too long to play the ball was Eric Nahira. Once the ball goes to him, he has 4 seconds to get rid of it. It will be a kick from the center spot, to be taken by Miguel Gonzalez. Here, number 9, 2 goals on the season. Generally is a good kicker, but he has been a bit off key today. Here he goes, off the upright. This time he decided to go off the sand. Did have Nahira beaten, but the woodwork saving the El Salvador number 1. Exxon Perdomo picking up a knock. Knee into the back of the left leg. Always painful. Unfortunate for Exxon Perdomo. He's already scored today. And he's their joint leading goal scorer. And Guatemala find the goal of their own. From the right-hand side, ball inside the area. And Lem Jose finds his second of the tournament. Just the 8th goal that Guatemala have scored. And the defending champions concede for only the 6th time in the tournament. Not good marking at the back for El Salvador, and they pay the price, 2-1. Kick is blocked right away. One of the main players for El Salvador off in Exxon Perdomo, joint leading goal scorer, forced off because of the injury to his right leg, as they have a chance here. Good save, lovely save, putting his body on the line, Anderson Crespo. That was an important block with the goal gaping. And a foul just outside of the penalty area. And Miguel Gonzalez will have a shot here. Probably the best kicker of all the Guatemalans. And it is a difficult angle, but what can he produce? Nahira will have work to do. Yeah, try to go with the outside of the right instep. Well wide in the end. Urbina with the overhead kick, but it's wide. He has been quiet today, Jason Urbina. 8 goals for him. But he hasn't seen much of the ball. Guatemala coming into this one slowly but surely. Chance. Miguel Gonzalez, pass inside. Good save, Naira. Chance again. Ooh. Guatemala doing better. That's an overhead kick, and it will be a foul. Jason Urbina there. Tackled unfairly by Jose Gonzalez. Urbina, another one of those players that loves the overhead kick. But so far he's been closely marked. Looks like it's just outside the penalty area. Look here. Yeah, he was certainly bounced as he was about to kick it. Jose Gonzalez. He certainly knew what he was doing, Gonzalez. He looked innocent, but he knew that he just wanted to nudge Urbina away from that overhead kick. Urbina, and what a goal! Not the easiest angle for Jason Urbina, but he finds the finish. He's been quiet in these first 16 minutes or so, but Jason Urbina is now joint leading goal scorer in the tournament with 9. And El Salvador extend their lead yet again. It's 3-1. Lonis Calero of Costa Rica has 9, and now so does Jason Urbina. Okay, wow! A response right away from Guatemala. Pablo Croca with just his second of the tournament, and Guatemala pull one back right away. Excellent stuff, great technique from the kickoff, and Nahira slow to react. Crocker quick to celebrate. Nahira caught flat-footed. There was a slight deflection, but he was very flat-footed, Nahira. And Crocker has the salute ready It's 3-2 now. Oh well, look at that. 3 goals in the space of 30 seconds. This one a bit fortuitous from Oscar Cruz onto the sand, through the legs and into the back of the net. 4-2 now. Well, the goals are coming quick and fast through the legs of Perez, and it bounces over Anderson Crespo, who really could do nothing about that. And the 2-goal advantage restored again. What can Guatemala come up with now? Ooh, that one did have Nahira in trouble, but it bounced over the bar. Nahira had to get rid of it. Only has 4 seconds. And the shot was off target. Here Guatemala go again. It's been a better period for them in terms of their play. They look a lot more threatening to Guatemala. They have a chance here again. There's a missed kick from Malcom. Guatemala have their best result in 2021, where they finished 3rd, defeating Mexico in that 3rd and 4th match by 5-2. In the semifinals. Nice save there. Roca is off. Just about 6.5 minutes to go. A spot in the semi-finals against the United States at stake for El Salvador and Guatemala. Before 2021, they had never met before in their history. El Salvador getting the better of them by 6-2 in the semi-finals of 2021. And they currently lead 4-2. And we're halfway through quarterfinal 2 as well. Shot is off target. Driving into the air again. Chance for Guatemala. Shot off target. Was blocked as well, but it certainly was heading wide of the goal. That would be a free kick to El Salvador. Andres Osorio will have a chance to strike this one. Player number 9. Scored 1 goal in the tournament so far. Osorio just looking to protect it, and he certainly was kicked on more than one occasion by Juan Flores. El Salvador have had good performances at the world stage. 4th in the World Cup in 2011 in Italy. Here's a shot over the top. And in 2013, they came 6th. They have competed well against the world's best. Apart from their 2 Concacaf titles. So never an easy team to defeat. And apart from their 2 titles, El Salvador, they have also been runners-up on 3 occasions in 2008, 2011, and 2013. Control, and it will be a throw into Guatemala. Just under 4 minutes to go. That's wide. Just under 3 minutes to go. The challenge, it will be a corner to Guatemala. Second period winding down. El Salvador still enjoying a 4-2 lead over Guatemala. Goals from Herbert Ramos, Exxon Perdomo, Jason Urbina and Oscar Cruz. Lem Jose and Pablo Croca for Guatemala. Here's Exxon Perdomo, who had come off with an injured right leg for a while. Back on now, good to see. Goes into another challenge. Does Perdomo. And Mara Quinn earns his team a throw. No team in CONCACAF has been to the final more times than El Salvador. 5 times in their history, 2 times champions, 3 times runner-up. Mexico, who we'll see in quarterfinal 4, has been there 5 times as well. But they have a better conversion rate, winning 4 titles out of their 5. Guatemala, Malcom. Malcom. That's the end of the period. 2 periods done and dusted, and the defending champions lead their neighbors Guatemala by 4 goals to 2. Ramos, Perdomo, Urbina, and Cruz for El Salvador. Jose and Croca for Guatemala. Quarterfinal 2 continues in the 3rd period after this. The 2nd period highlights, and what a strike that was from Miguel Gonzalez coming off the upright, and then Guatemala finding a goal to get. The 3rd period is underway in the 2nd quarterfinal. El Salvador, the defending champions, against last tournament's 3rd place team, Guatemala. 4-2 the score. The winner to play the United States in semi-final 1. The United States defeated Costa Rica by 5 goals to 4 in the 1st quarterfinal, after trailing 3-2 for some time. Come from behind victory for the United States. The captain Portillo is back on. Replaces Eric Nahera. And there's a goal. Another for El Salvador. Mistake at the back. And El Salvador made them pay again. It's that man, Exxon Perdomo. You just can't keep him out of the action. It's his second goal of the match, his 9th of the tournament. And he joins Jason Urbina and Lonis Calero on 9 goals. That shot off target there from the kickoff from Pablo Crocker, who did score one from the kickoff in the last period. That's throw a bit too high. So El Salvador have now extended their lead to 3 goals. And this is the final period. And the defending champions showing their superiority over their Central American neighbors. Here goes Perdomo again. He's on a hat-trick penalty. And Guatemala losing discipline. Pablo Crocker very upset with his goalkeeper, Anderson Crespo. Not sure what he was thinking, barging into the back of Perdomo. And Perdomo with a chance for a hat-trick now. Look at this. That's a poor challenge by Anderson Crespo. Yes, his hands were up, but he just went with his knees into the back of Perdomo. That was an easy call for the officials. And Perdomo, if he finishes here, will be the leading goal scorer in the tournament. And no surprise that Crespo is now replaced by Hendrik Cordova. First time he's come on to the park this afternoon. Oh, and it looks like Perdomo actually won't be able to take the kick because he is off injured from that tackle. Exxon Perdomo. He's gone through the wars today, Perdomo, but he still managed 2 goals. And he heads to the bench. Instead, Francisco Velasquez, who already has 5 goals and will certainly kick this left-footed. Yeah. Velasquez, oh, what a save. Hendrik Cordova with a beautiful save to the left-hand side to deny Velasquez. He'll have more work to do now. And this time, he can't stop that finish from Melvin Gonzalez. It's the first time Melvin Gonzalez has scored in the tournament. He missed a penalty in the group stages, did Gonzalez. And this time, he had the composure to finish with the left foot. Allowed Cordova to commit and then just placed it to the right of him. Good finish, Gonzalez. And a 6th goal now for El Salvador. They're pulling away from Guatemala. 6-2 in the final period. El Salvador now have 8 goal scorers in the tournament, and they're hungry for more. Overhead kick is blocked. Oh, that's kept in. Good work there from Portillo. 33 goals they have scored in the tournament now, El Salvador. They've only conceded 7. Pretty good, you would say. Guatemala, certainly no way for them back now. They'll have holding their heads up Miguel Gonzalez and company, but they have lots of work to do. Trailed by 4 goals. And only once this tournament have they managed more than 2 goals in a match, and it was against Belize, their 3-2 victory. So hard to see them scoring 6 goals against the defending champions. Just under 8 minutes to go. Oh, bad control there. Jose Gonzalez. They look a little bit flat. Understandably so, Guatemala. They have to keep pushing. A goal would lift their spirits. And again, that pass not accurate, and Jose Gonzalez made a pretty lackluster attempt to get to that one, and it was out for another throw. El Salvador with the possession. They move the ball so quickly across the sand, El Salvador. They have a 6-2 lead, and they're still running around and getting into position, spreading the ball to both sides of the sand. Ramos back to Portillo. Portillo now with a long throw inside. Ramos with a strike. Good save by Cordoba. Chance now. Ramos just wide. Albert Ramos, 3 goals on the tournament, including 1 today. Malcom off the upright. That's unfortunate for the Guatemalan number 3. Bernie Malcom, who has already scored once in the tournament with an excellent strike. Portillo was beaten, but the frame of his goal was there to defend him. That was a strike. Look at that. Right off the L, as we would call it. Third period winding down. Over 4 minutes to go. And Guatemala with a lot of work to do to keep their tournament alive. They lost to El Salvador 2 years ago. That time by 8 goals to 2. by 6 goals to 2 as well, actually. That occasion I was saying 8-2, but I was giving them too many goals. El Salvador, who are working for a 7th here. And that's going to be a penalty then, because it's inside the box. And it's a yellow card to Cordova. And that was certainly, it looked as though it was inside the area, is it? Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. Velasquez getting, ooh. It was a handball, it was just outside of the area apparently. Yes, handling the ball just outside. So it looked as though it was inside the area initially from Cordova and it was a foul, but no, handling just outside the area. Free kick. So kick to El Salvador. Free kick, goal. Trying to close him down was Henry Cordova, but he couldn't. And Herbert Ramos gets his 2nd of the game, his 4th of the tournament, and El Salvador's 7th of the match. 7-2, they now lead. Handball from Cordova and giving away a kick in a dangerous area, and Ramos making no mistake. They are on their way to the semi-finals. Oh, good header off the line. What defensive work that was from Melvin Gonzalez. Might have given him a haircut as well, getting that off the inside post. Just 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd period. And the defending champions running away with this one. They lead 7-2. 6-2 it was on the 22nd of May, 2021. In the semi-finals, as El Salvador made their way to their 2nd title. Now in the quarterfinals, they lead 7-2 in 2023. Over the top, good save. Overhead kick. Good save by Nahira, who's come back on. Low down there. That kick from Wilson Gonzalez. 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Good goalkeeping by Nahira. Here they go again, and a missed kick. Ended up touching the hand of Exxon Perdomo, who is on a hat-trick. There's Salvador, number 5. A goal now would put him firmly on top of the goal-scoring charts. Right now he's joint top with 9. Free kick Guatemala. Angel San. Angel San. Good stop, Nahira. Ooh. Gonzalez. Straight to the keeper. 90 seconds to go. And El Salvador are that amount of time away from an exciting semi-final matchup with the United States. They have arguably been the two most exciting teams in the group stages, and they will meet in the semi-finals. On the 13th of May. $50 to go. El Salvador, they want more. Gonzalez is double teamed. And there'll be a free kick now to Miguel Gonzalez from Guatemala. El Salvador champions in 2009 and 2021 are ensuring that they give themselves the best opportunity to lift possibly their third title. No whistle on the play. Good challenge. And that's a poor challenge. Yeah. Miguel Gonzalez. And he will get a yellow card. And he's going to get a yellow card as well. They're losing their discipline here. Guatemala. Pretty upset that they didn't win a free kick themselves. Angel Sanz still having a lot to say. They had a serious shout for a penalty. The official said no. And then the challenge coming in from Miguel Gonzalez was wild, to say the least. Here it was. That's actually a good challenge. That was a very good challenge from Robles, but that wasn't from Miguel Gonzalez. Yeah, he didn't play the ball at all. No attempt to play the ball, Miguel Gonzalez, and rightfully went into the book. 33 seconds to go, and a free kick for El Salvador. Robles off target. And he's taken off right away is Elmer Robles. That will be his last action in the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal 2 is 15 seconds away from completion, and the defending champions are about to book their spot in the semi-finals yet again. There goes the horn. El Salvador are defending their title pretty well so far. They're through to the semi-finals against the USA. They defeat their Central American neighbors Guatemala by 7 goals to 2 at full time. 2 goals from Herbert Ramos, 2 from Exxon Perdomo, 1 from Jason Urbina, Oscar Cruz, and Melvin Gonzalez. The 7 for them, Lem Jose and Pablo Croca for Guatemala. 7-2, quarterfinal 2.